What's up, guys? It's Rising Duelist. I'm here with my two boys here. We got Jay and Chillfish. Today we're gonna talk about a lot of the top 5 most underwhelming decks of this year.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
I feel like this was the year of underwhelming decks.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like I feel like last year, even like 2016, 2017, or 2016, 2015, there was a couple.
Yeah.
But this year seemed like a lot of decks.
Like every set, I would say had one deck that was just like everyone was like, oh, this is gonna be so good. We're so excited. Then
And to clarify on this one, guys, we're talking about decks that were like people thought were gonna be good.
we're gonna change the meta, yeah.
And then it just fell flat.
Nothing happened. And we're not. And for the record, we're not going to talk about like legacy cards that could have influenced anything. Because like we're not talking about 6am. We're going to talk about like red eyes or whatever because. Or blue eyes or anything like that. That's just how it is. Like that's different.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, the number 5 underwhelming deck, and while this was released in 2016, support came all the way through 2017. It got its own Link monsters. One to talk about it. Subterrors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Subterrors, when they first came out, got some hype in 2016, and then throughout the year, they kind of fell in and out. People thought they don't really have an extra deck that'll survive Master Rule 4. And then when the Link was released, people were really excited, and then we got the Link, and we're like,
It's better than crawlers.
it's better than Crawlers. Like, and a lot of decks have that. One card's utilizing better decks, but when your deck is better utilizing a lower tier deck, so I feel like Subterrors should kick Crawlers.
And Shadalls.
And Shadalls.
And like Shadalls, which, you know what, if Shadalls were to come back, that'd be okay. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Bring back Construct, bring back Bay. But Subterrors, unfortunately, there was a lot of good hype, especially as a TCG exclusive archetype. Because up until Burning Abyss, we had terrible TCG exclusive archetypes, but ever since Burning Abyss, we were thinking, oh my god, this could be a really good type. And then,
exactly.
I think the worst part about this one is that they were pretty much on the same tier as Spirals.
Absolutely.
They were, yeah.
Yeah. They were just, which one's better, I'm better, you're better.
And it wasn't, they were both 500, typical 500 decks in my opinion. And then when the Link came out, Helix just completely
changed everything.
Yeah,
leagues.
And that's where I feel so bad for Subterrors because couldn't they just got something similar?
Yeah,
you know?
like, I don't know if they would have done, but maybe have like Archfiend or like Nemesis, like the same thing, like just something.
Yeah, and now we see that they're going to get more support because I think Konami feels really bad that the deck is bad still.
Oh, they're getting more support?
Yeah, they're getting
No more support!
Yeah, I think they're cutting Spiral off completely. Like, they're done.
Thank
but
God.
with this, it's like they're getting a new main deck monster that, like, I don't know even what it does. But
I'm hoping.
Yeah, moving on from that, I would say Rockets. Rockets being number 4.
Absolutely.
A lot of people before they came out were like, "Oh, we're so excited for." They were called Bullets, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
before.
Bullets originally.
Like, oh, we're so excited because they're like dragons that are guns. Like, that's such a cool concept. Like, think about that. And I'm not talking about like Borload itself, because I would say
Borload
is
has niche
good,
abilities.
but just the other cards, like they got the secret treatment with all their spells and traps. And we see those cards going for like $2 now. They're not like worth anything. They don't do much.
The concept is really cool. When you destroy things, you get effects and this and that. It's like, oh cool, a destruction heavy deck. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Yang Zing, where like if you destroy things, things happen.
Yeah, but they're not able to pick up speed with the other decks that came out. They can't.
No.
They're not very competitive.
No.
But I hope that with the new support that's coming out of this, that this deck becomes better because it had a lot of potential. Like when we first heard about it, I would say we were all like, yeah, this is going to be like cool.
Yeah, I mean, going to our locals, like people were hyping this deck up so much, and I wasn't really interested in it, but people were like, I remember people saying, "Oh, I'm selling my other decks because I want to buy Rockets." So it was like people were cashing out.
When people found out they're getting the secret treatment, everyone was like, "Oh crap! Like this is gonna be so expensive. Like I'm gonna have to like sell my other
I'm
cards."
gonna sell another deck that's on this list in order to get this one.
Moving on from that.
Vendrits. Vendrits, as you guys know, I was actually hyping this up a lot too. I was mostly just excited because we were finally getting another ritual deck. It's been a while because Shino Birds were there.
Yeah.
They were there, and I was hoping at least this deck is not going to be just there, but they were. It was TCG exclusive. We got. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I'm still gonna hype this up. They look phenomenal.
They do.
And for a zombie, like, it was just an original concept, like a zombie. It's like the end of the world, like the Walking Dead archetype.
Guys, what's that? What's that superhero's name?
Spawn.
Yes, he's
Spawn,
based on Spawn. he just looks so cool, and I was like, please be good. And this was during the time where Zodiac was still running rampant.
Oh my gosh.
So
and Master of 4 was around the corner, so we're thinking.
So people were excited, like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Like this could be like Necraw's, maybe not only that, powerful, it could be like Necraw's dumping the thing.
Well, just the synergy with zombies in general, like graveyard stuff. Like you want your stuff in the graveyard, and obviously when you do rituals, they're going in the graveyard. So like
you can banish zombies from your graveyard.
Yeah, and you would think that this is
on
great.
Paper,
Like,
everything's perfect on paper.
Compared
prep targets. Oh my god, prep targets. You can ritual from grave. Like this had everything needed just to be good, but it wasn't.
Something just didn't happen.
It was. I will say it's the better of the two TCG exclusives we have. No one cares about FA.
FA stands for fucking assholes. But fucking awful.
But yeah, that even gave it more. Like comparing the two, like just like we said with Subterror and Spiral, like they were even matched. Like people were like, oh yeah, these are both cool. But then like these two TCG exclusive, one was superior from the get-go.
And then to this day, vendors are still better than FAs because like everything's better than FAs.
Those tricks are better than FAs.
I love those tricks.
But yeah, it's just really sad to think about vendors, honestly.
Yeah, oh my gosh. The number 2 was a deck that people were still playing, and I feel like people played it because they invested in it and like, no, I'm gonna live this deck up the hype. I can do this, World Chalice. I'm sorry, World Chalice. I played World Chalice for a hot minute. We all played like World Chalice. You borrowed my deck for a while. We're trying to play around with it. It's just it could do great. It can. Don't get me wrong. It could do firewall shenanigans, but it was so easy to stop it from doing everything. It just didn't have protection.
One of the most fragile decks, but also with one of the most explosive boards. As we're like started getting more into these lists, especially 1 and 2, these are good decks.
Yeah.
But people were like overhyping this thing, saying like, oh, you can.
The prices were so ridiculous.
Extra linking.
Oh yeah, extra linking.
This is where extra link is not really possible, and then go to the duels like extra linking's gonna happen, and it was so easy. It's actually it's easy to extra link with this deck, and then it's incredible. But it's just so fragile. The boards, if they don't make the unbreakable boards with either like the Kaiju's Trigate and maybe like a Gamma Sail there too for the negations, but they need to have so much.
All you have to do literally was just be like E-Tele into the E-Tele target, which I forget which one it is, and then Treasure Tribute. Well, there goes my play. And then especially after the ban list getting rid of Daigusto Emerald really did kill a lot of the things too. But it already was. Again, I feel like people were playing it, going. I mean, I was holding on for a while, going. No, I put money into this. It's gonna be a good deck.
It's a beautiful
deck. You're gonna be good.
The cards are beautiful.
Oh, and like
looking at the
concepts, Guard Dragon's way too pricey because they're so cute.
Imduk is so like even though it's one of the cheapest ones, Imduk is just so nice.
And like they all work really well together, but you throw in a Gozen match for crying out loud, and the whole deck just falls apart because you can't do anything.
I mean, and it really is, but the deck loses to almost anything. But it's just one of those decks.
And it's not even like some decks lose to like floodgates and like that too, but they lose to low tier floodgates. Gozen match is a low tier floodgate.
No, what makes it sad is that also this is I see this as being the World Chalice as a whole, the story of like if you're looking at the lore and you go, this is the deck that is the true Draco of last year. The True Draco was the main storyline of that universe. Now we have World Chalice, but it's really unfortunate. It's unfortunate because if they don't get support that's good, that keeps them alive, like they're gonna stay like this for the rest.
And people played Ib in a lot of decks for a long time, but then even Ib became power corrupt a little bit because Proxy Dragon and everything like that. It's not bad, but just I don't know.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. I don't think it's as. These two are super close, but I think that the number 1 really hits a lot because I remember around the time when Rockets were coming out, this deck was getting the most hype and everything, and just you take.
People were saying this was actually just going to be the next Zoo, just completely dominating simply because it does not lose to like the tweets and stuff like that. It doesn't lose to like going second and having to set all these spells and transfer negation. I'm talking about Magical Bullets, Magical Musketeers. And oh gosh, I can't think of a deck that had more hype in the OCG. Was absolutely insane. And I remember
other than name change, it dodged a crap ton of censorship. Like other than the name change, like look at it. I mean, like even Blackwing, even like Black Armed Wing Drag, or even Black Armed Wing, whatever it is, like the old synchro from Blackwings, had to get more Nerf gun looking, but these survived that.
They have the art looks great.
The art is great,
And I remember Lynthia made a video about this. Like, Challenger appears in this cross-bandless video, and one of the top comments was, "The Challenger appears, not in the OCG because they just fell flat so hard. And the same thing happened in the OCG too. I mean, in the TCG, and it's a bummer because if this deck gets rolling, you can't do anything to stop it. If it's rolling.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's sad because like it can't do much.
Yeah, you look at the deck and you're like, wow, like your opponent's scared to put cards in columns. That's like a thing. Like now you're scared to put cards in certain spots. And when we play Yu-Gi-Oh, we're just like, oh yeah, you throw it on the board. You're like, there you go. But like with that, if you're playing someone with Magical Muskets, you gotta pay attention. I can't even say how many times I played Jay and I'm not paying attention, and I put it right where Casper is, and I'm like, oh wait.
But then though, you just realize, oh, Casper's here.
Yeah, Casper's here. Like if you're actually thinking, you like put it on there, and you're like, okay, well I can't.
Or just the dreaded if you're going second. Summon Casper. Warning.
All right,
let's game 2.
Yeah, game 2. Let's go.
And what's interesting too, we talked about Subterrors and Spiral being released together. We talked about Vendrids and FAs. The competitor to this one, I say, with Weather Painters, that didn't get a lot of hype and Underwhelming, but it's a similar thing. But people were expecting a slow grind game.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Magic Musketeers is so reactionary, and it's also one of our most slept on decks in Yu-Gi-Oh too. But
it's a bummer. People were just overhyping this, and it just fell flat.
And unfortunately, too,
the cards are too expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing too. The prices are not worth it for what it is.
I mean, I'm hoping this is going to become like World Challenge. Like Guard and Lee are both like $5 now,
which is great.
Yeah.
At the time of the release, they were like 10 and 15. I'm hoping the same thing happens with Casper and then Starfire.
Yeah, whatever the expensive ones are.
It's just those two.
Everything else is like dollars. So
at the time of release, those ones were about like 40 each. I mean, now they're dropped down to like 15, 20 each.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they drop down a little bit further because the deck's fun. It's something a good cat can just go play, and it's pretty easy to fun. It's a fun deck, and if you can get it rolling, get rolling. But
hopefully it gets support too.
Yeah.
Just like looking at the set that came out with, like it's kind of like the set with Ritual Beast, Yosenju. They got like one card every other set as time went by. So hopefully with this deck, it gets one card that just like makes it protects your cards.
Yeah.
Because it really just needs that protection from the start. Like you said, if they get solemn, like it's over. Yeah.
It's a sad day. So, but what do you guys think? What are your like underwhelming decks of 2017? Like, and it could, like we mentioned with like Subterrors, it could be a card that you thought new supports would come out and it kind of fell flat, or or a deck that you thought would be really good and just didn't go very well.
I think the vendors are a perfect example of the support thing because they got more support, but it didn't really make a difference. So like any other decks that are just like hyped for the support, but that it's just like.
And like.
We're going to see right now with the Rockets too. Because Rockers, they have a field spell that's phenomenal, but
will it do something?
I don't know.
Because it could be really pretty and be great on paper. We've had cards great on paper. You put it in the play, you're like,
no.
So that's just it, guys. Let us know down below. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and if you missed any of the 25 days of Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll link down below. And we'll see you next time.